You smell what the Rock is cooking.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring. From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, The Rock!
Man, the passion this crowd has for this superstar is truly amazing. Just listen to him. You know you've made it when you're walking down the aisle at WrestleMania. It doesn't get any bigger than this.
And approaching the ring, representing D-Generation X, from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
You know, sometimes a superstar just has that look in his eye. And this is one of those times. You made a smart choice tuning in for this one, folks. This match promises to be absolutely amazing.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do. Just making his presence felt there. I think we got a moment here. And for Shawn Michaels, what can you tell us?
You know, we talked about Shawn Michaels and the incredible matches he's had on all the brightest stages, but he's also had some memorable moments as a special guest referee, like at SummerSlam 1997 when he was supposed to call it down the middle between Undertaker and Bret the Hitman Hart for the WWE Championship. Let's just say it didn't go that way.
Definitely looking confident in this one-on-one environment. That's a good sign.
Breaking fools off now.
Well, we've talked about this before. Shawn Michaels is not just a sexy boy with flashy highlight reels of moonsaults and kip-ups, but that he can also get down and dirty when he needs to. Check out the classic In Your House Mind Games pay-per-view from 1996 when he and Mankind tore one another apart. I mean, this is far from catch-can wrestling as you can get. But wow, is it a brawl. He's got him.
Looking good now. Not today, too fast. If his back wasn't hurt before, it certainly is now.
Yeah, and it's going to be hurting for a while. Oh, out of nowhere!
The Rock grew up in this business. His grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia. His dad, Soul Man Rocky Johnson.
I had a lot of battles with Rocky.
The Rock has childhood memories of taking pictures the likes of Andre the Giant, Nature Boy Ric Flair. The list goes on for days. Imagine what it was like growing up in that household.
No, wait, nice reversal.
That was rough. We're in the feeling out process. Who's going to get the advantage and maintain control?
Your guess is as good as mine, Cole. You know, when you talk about The Rock growing up in the business, Cole, I go back a long way with him, too. When he was, well, it was more like the Brahma calf.
Calf?
Yeah, I knew his dad. And remember working with him in Memphis before we got the call to come to WWE. While his dad wasn't too big on the idea of him having a career in the ring, he knew The Rock wouldn't be denied. His family has been with him every step of the way.
Another amazing singles contest. These two never cease to entertain the WWE Universe. The superplex, that's what you get for climbing the rope, folks.
No kidding. That's a long way down and
makes the cover. Plenty of fight left.
You're right. This guy's still near 100%. Wow, I thought that may be it for The Rock.
Just think, King. All those great pictures from The Rock's family photo album.
Right.
The home videos of him emulating the likes of Ric Flair, just as, if not more special. There you see The Rock's true love for this business as a boy, and you definitely see the beginnings of the most electrifying man in all of entertainment.
Yeah, The Rock's personal life, to a degree, has always been part of his WWE career. If you look closely, during his matches, you can see his family sitting at ringside. I mean, you can also see the influences traced back to his grandfather and father when he was electrifying the crowd.
Seems like these guys are letting out a lot of pent-up frustration tonight. King, you know a great deal about rivalries.
I do.
Being engaged in a war with another human being to the point where it defines your career, or at least a certain time period within your career. For the People's Champ, it has to be, it must be, Y2J Chris Jericho.
Well, Cole, when it comes to rivalries, WWE
going for the cover. And he breaks the cover, forcing the referee to stop the count.
well, that's just not enough to get the job done. HBK just won't go away.
Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get any bigger than this. A match under the bright lights of WrestleMania.
Gosh, The Rock's matches against Y2J were phenomenal. Both exceptional on the microphone and in the ring. Their matches really embodied what the Attitude Era was all about. I mean, what battles. Cole, what's he got in mind?
I don't think there's an area on that back that's not suffering right now.
Yeah, when he wakes up in the morning, the only thing on his body that's not going to hurt is his pajamas. The shoulders are down.
And the shoulders up.
And the match continues. I love this. Wow, look at the heart of Michaels.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve, it's going to take a minor miracle to keep one of them down. For Rock rivalries, Chris Jericho has to make the list. I mean, the guy decided to make his WWE debut by interrupting The Rock during an interview on Raw. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That won't win you many friends. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Well, I don't blame him. Keep the action inside the ring. That's where you're going to win this thing.
Thanks for tuning in. We're coming to you tonight from Santa Clara, the site of WrestleMania 31. Sharpshooter!
That'll put a hurting on you.
What diving diabolical things are going through that mind right now.
When you get in control like this, you want to throw everything at your opponent. And that could be what we're seeing here.
It's just a matter of time now. And there are the ropes. That wild strike found nothing but empty air that time.
Man, that's what you call swinging for the fences and missing.
I gotta tell you, I crossed paths with the great...
Here we go.
Is this it?
Sharpshooter.
That'll put a hurting on you. Great hold beat.
Just a dominating display.
Yeah, I think we could see a lot of punishment inflicted here.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Watch out. Like I said, those moves don't win the match in one go, but they add up. And boy, have they added.
This might be it.
2.
And he kicks out.
And he lives to fight again. Oh, it's going to take more than that to keep him down tonight. Ow. Ooh.
He's setting it up. Look at those eyes.
There's not any point.
Shawn Michaels is capitalizing quite nicely here.
Michaels wants the submission. And there it is, the sharpshooter. Searing pain has to be going through that lower back. When an opposing superstar is standing across the ring from Shawn Michaels, they're looking at an icon.
He did it. What a huge win.
And here's just some of the action we saw during the match. I can't believe what we saw in that match. And here's just some of the action we saw during the match. Look at this. This was a match that was simply mesmerizing.
Here's your winner, representing D-Generation X, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
What a phenomenal contest. I can guarantee this match will be discussed heavily over on WWE.com.
As well it should be. This is one that the social media will be buzzing about for weeks.
That's the kind of win that makes you feel good about yourself.
And there's no denying that the Santa Clara crowd clearly liked what they just saw. Would you listen to them?
I make them feel like they're all